Action with a sweep of the Mariners.
Back, straight on, you can. Woo! Yeah!
And tonight, they're back on home soil versus the Twins, looking to keep climbing the ladder in the American League Central race. There's White Sox baseball coming up next. From the city beautiful Chicago, Illinois, Comcast Sportsnet presents White Sox baseball. It's Paul Konerko, ALEXEI RAMIREZ, Mark Buehrle, and the Sox as they get set to butt heads with Ron Gardenhire's Minnesota Twins. Hi, everybody, and welcome. With Steve Stone, welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm Ken Harrelson as we get set to bring you the first of this brief three-game homestand. As you know, the Sox on that five-game road trip started off horribly, lost the first two, and came back in fine fashion, sweeping the Mariners. So the Sox now in second place, 6 games back of the Tigers. And tonight, trying to continue on, we got some young blood in the lineup again. Viciedo's in there, but Mark Buehrle on the bump.
Mark Buehrle's one of the old hands, and justifiably so. This is one of the better pitchers in the league, especially since the 2nd of May. His ERA is among the league leaders. And overall, 26-19 lifetime against these Twins. Now, he's 10-6 this year, but his ERA is a touch over 3. He's throwing the ball about as well as you can throw it, and hopefully tonight he'll have a good one inside him. And so on the other side of the field, we've got a guy that hasn't pitched a whole lot this year, Kevin Slowey. He's 0-2. He was sent to the minor leagues. Last year, 13-6. But lifetime, his ERA is up close to 7 against the Sox. Hopefully we can jump on him early and win the first of a 3-game series.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way.
action, call 1-800-XFINITY today. It's a beautiful night for baseball. 73 degrees, not a cloud in the sky, as the Sox start an abbreviated 3-game homestand against the Twins. It hasn't been easy against these Twins, but this team is really nicked up. Twins have won 7. We've won 4. Twins batting average is higher. The runs, very similar. The home runs, we have out-hit them by a wide margin, and the ERA considerably lower. So hopefully with this 3-game series, we can even the season series at 7-7. Let's take a look at how Ron Gardner is going to line up his Twins. Then REVERE leads it off, and then it's PLOUFFE, KUBEL, who's always had a good run at Mark Buehrle, then KUBEL, Valencia, Hughes, REPKO, Rivera, and Nishioka. The degree defensive setup and how they will line up behind Mark Buehrle, PIERRE, RIOS, and Diaz left to right with MOREL, RAMIREZ, BECKHAM, and KONERKO. Nice to see Paulie back in the lineup defensively. Tyler Flowers behind the plate, and Alexis pursuing perfection. Starting pitcher is Mark Buehrle. Looking for win number 11, his ERA down at 3.19. This is 26th start of the year. So with Detroit losing to Kansas City early in that one, we're ready to play baseball, and I'm ready to turn over to my play-by-play partner, Ken Harrelson.
Hi, Steve. Thank you very much. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox Baseball. Right here over Comcast Sportsnet, first of a 3-game homestand. Mark Buehrle, 42 games over 500 in his career. And here's Ben REVERE to lead it off. REVERE hitting at 255, no homers. He's driven in 20. And the first pitch of the ball game is ball 1. Minnesota comes in hitting at 248 as a team with a 4.52 ERA. There's the strike. Twins this year have been decimated. I mean, more so than any other club I can ever recall in my over a half century in this game, with key injuries. And there's out number 1.
Morneau was playing yesterday, and he got nicked up, so he's out of the lineup. Mauer's got a bad neck. He's out of the lineup, and every time we see these guys, they're missing another 2 or 3 of their stars.
Yeah, when they're healthy, they're a good ball club. They have not been healthy all season long. So here's TREVOR PLOUFFE, 25-year-old all-purpose player. A little reminiscent in his stance at the plate of Aaron Rowan. And there's a strike. PLOUFFE comes in at 233, 6 homers. He's driven in 18.
He's got some pretty decent power, so you can't take him for granted.
And here at beautiful USA field, 330 down the left field line, 335 down the right field line, 375 in the gap, send 400 straightaway center. And that's foul straight back. And as we speak, Kansas City taking on the Tigers at Comerica Park, and the Royals leading Detroit 7-3.
Max Scherzer is getting pummeled early in that one.
So 2 down. Alcides Escobar is just homered. And here's Mike KUBEL hitting at 292, 18 homers and 61 knocked in. Takes first pitch strike. KUBEL 33 for 101 against Buehrle. 3 homers and 11 RBIs as that changeup high and wide.
And if Mark is going to have some problems, it's going to come from the KUBEL section of this lineup.
And the 2-1 pitch. That's in the center field, so Mark's going to have himself a nice 1-2-3 inning. And after half inning of play, it's the Twinkies nothing and the good guys coming to bat.
So we want Pierre leading off, and it's Ramirez. KONERKO, it's nice to see him back at first with RIOS, VICIEDO, Diaz, Flowers, MOREL, and Gordon Beckham playing second and hitting ninth. The degree defensive setup, and now they'll line up behind Slowey. PLOUFFE, REVERE, and REPKO left to right with Valencia, NISHIOKA, Hughes, and KUBEL. REVERE behind the plate. Kevin Slowey on the hill.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours as first pitch strike to Juan Pierre. Juan hitting .286. Couple of homers. He's driven in 40. Corners in close. As that's fouled back. Juan has faced Slowey 5 times and he has 4 hits. Sox come in hitting at .253 as a club with a 3.78 ERA. He gone. He knew it.
Alexei's pursuing starting pitcher is Kevin Slowey, who spent most of the season in the minor leagues. This is third start in his 9th game. ERA up close to 7. See, both left-handers and right-handers have really hurt it.
So here's Alexei. First pitch strike. Slowey, 27 years old, 6'3", 203 pounds, out of Pittsburgh. That ball hammered. Stay in the air. Stay in the air. Off the wall. And here's the throw to second base, and he's in there. For a ringing double off the bat of Ramirez. That's his 24 two-bagger.
All Slowey has thrown is fastballs, and he's thrown 5 of them. And the 5th one at 87 goes off the wall.
That's just about as hard as Alexei can hit a ball right there. That's a skull.
PLOUFFE did a nice job of getting to it and getting it back in, but not in time.
So here's Paulie. Good to see him back in that lineup defensively. Paulie at .316, 28 homers, and he's driven in 88. Paulie's had a tough time against Slowey, 4 for 19. But that was then, and this is now.
Last 22 games, a robust .370. Driven in 12 runs, 17 walks. A lot of people have been pitching around him. On base percentage of .480.
Jacks it up, takes the strike.
A lot of times that on base percentage is a direct reflection to who's been giving you some kind of protection behind you, and a testament to the fact that most people know that Paulie is the #1 run producer on this team.
And that's out of play right side. Sox come in it. 7 games under here at home. That's incredible. 29 and 36. On the road, we're 8 games over at 37 and 29. We're the only team in the major leagues that has a better road record than home record.
We certainly should bite into that during this 3-game series.
You would think. Nishioka. And so with 2 out, let's check out our picks to click tonight. Jimmy and Joe, our director and crew. They went with Diaz. Steve's going with Alexei Ramirez, who's over at third base now. And Terry Hanley, Mike Williams, Roger Clare, all the great folks at Bolingbrook and I. We're going to go with Diane Viciedo. So here is Rios. Off the end of the bat. Little pop up into left field, and that'll retire the side. So we get the 1-out double. Can't do anything with it. After 1, no score. And check out the hot Labor Day deals at your local Best Buy store. It'll be KUBEL, Valencia, and Hughes to face Mark Burley here in the top of the second inning. KUBEL hitting at 283, 10 homers, and 48. Knocked in. He's had a bad foot for a while. The C still is dangerous. Last year, 21 homers, 92 knocked in.
That batting average was up over 300. And he had all kinds of foot problems. Thought he would come back, then had to take a cortisone shot in the foot. So it's been a big problem for him.
Pokes that one in the left field. Can of corn. So here's Valencia. Danny hitting at 252, 14 homers, 61 driven in. Takes first pitch strike. Valencia 4 for 17 lifetime off mark, and of the 4 hits, all of them have stayed in the park.
Joe Vavra, the hitting coach, has been trying to get Danny to think more up the middle. He does like to pull the ball. That's his natural stroke.
Ball hit sharply. And 2 out.
Try to pull a pitcher that throws you a good straight change away, and you get a lot of ground balls to the left side.
Been there and done that.
There's a look at Joe.
And here's a look at Luke Hughes. Aussie. 27 years old. Hitting at 245, 6 homers, and 24 driven in. Off the fist, fair ball. And that is 6 up, 6 down for Burley.
To you by The Great Escape.
No score here in the bottom of the second inning. Mark Burley's retired the first 6, and as we speak, Kansas City leading the Tigers 7-3.
Well, there's ground to be gained. assuming that Mark Burley can continue to do what he's done, and I do believe that we will get to Kevin Slowey at least the second time through the order.
Sawed him off right there, VICIEDO. And that's out number 1. VICIEDO yesterday, of course. His second at bat, his first at bat he singled, and in the second at bat with 2 men on in Seattle. Watch this line drive. Right over Dave Niehaus.
Also took a walk yesterday. Took him 81 at bats to do that last year.
They went right around him yesterday after that home run.
I would think that would put a little fear into that.
Backed him off a little bit. Diaz hits that ball hard. Get over his head. It will. Plouffe misplayed it. Took a bad route. And Diaz will take it. That's his 4th double.
A lot of times when you move an infielder to the outfield, it doesn't work out quite as well as you'd think. Plouffe cut straight across instead of going back, and then just flat out misjudges it. Plays it into a 2-base hit.
So both hits doubles. One by Alexei, now by Alejandro. And here's Tyler. Oh, he was all over it, just underneath it. And here's what he did yesterday with the sacks packed with socks. Just muscled it out of there.
Hard to believe, but the first Grand Slam of the year from the city of Chicago.
That's pretty good when your second major league home run is
Yes.
Grand Slam.
Especially in a park not known for giving up too many of the long balls.
He didn't even get close to getting all that ball. He just muscled it out. And the 1-1 pitch. There it was. And the count 1-2.
Slowly right now throwing in the neighborhood of 95% fastballs.
Just off the corner. And this is your chance to win an Ozzie Guillen autographed jersey by telling the Sox what you think. Log on to your computer and take a quick survey. Answers are confidential. So visit whitesox.com/survey. There he goes. So Diaz picks up his 5th stolen base.
Heads up piece of base running because Diaz realized that Slowey was only looking one time at second base. And when he didn't look back again, you see Diaz off to the races well before Slowey delivered the ball. No chance at all for Rivera.
And the payoff pitch. That'll get the job done. So the stolen base is going to put a point on the board. And the good guys lead it 1-0.
Nice to see some execution. It's a broken bat. It's another fastball. This one up. And that's just a bad thought process by Slowey. When the infield is in, you have to have the ball down. He gave Tyler a pitch he could hit in the air, turned it into a run, sacrifice fly, and a 1-0 lead.
And here's Brent. Takes first pitch strike. Brent hitting at .252. A couple of homers. He's driven in 22. Tiger Kansas City game in the top of the 5th. Watch out. And Johnny Giavotella had a bases clearing double earlier in that ball game. And there's another souvenir. another foul ball. A run on 2 hits, no errors for our guys here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. If you're just joining us, no runs, no hits, no errors for their guys. Burley's retired all 6. Breaking ball off the end of the bat. And that'll do it, but it's a double. By Diasa, the stolen base, the sacrifice fly. We'll go to the 3rd, leading 1-0. Sportsnet Central, White Sox Twins tomorrow night at 7 only on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend. First pitch strike. Jason REPKO hitting at 248, a homer. He's driven in 10. Yes, he did. And the count 0-2.
Normally, REPKO has been a defensive replacement this year. He'll come in late in a spot where they have the lead, but a lot of injuries.
And there's a shot. Yeah, just stays with it. Hang Wolfman for REPKO.
Alejandro is a terrific outfielder, whether you play him in center or right. He gets a good jump. He reads the ball well, and that was a sinking line drive that looked like it was going to be a base hit. But he caught it knee high.
There's only one way you can get a good jump, and that's by being into the game. We've seen some bad jumps out there this year.
We have, but I don't think you're going to see any from him.
No.
Well, he's trying to convince some people around here that
no,
he needs a place to play.
That's foul.
Rivera has some big power, but one thing he'll have some problems with, I believe, is the Burley changeup.
That's in the center field. Almost in his tracks. And that's out number 2. And a big shout out to a longtime White Sox fan, Fran Kavi. Fran Kavi here tonight, celebrating with a group. Happy birthday, Fran. Also, a very happy birthday to Brooks Boyer. 39 and holding. He's celebrating his 40th birthday. Boy, he sure doesn't look it, does he?
No. But if he were to get a gift from all of his children, he'd be opening until Christmas.
Yes, he did. And the count 0-2 to Nishioka, hitting at 217. That's a beautiful family. And that's chop foul. Nishioka, 26-year-old switch hitting shortstop, 293 career hitter over in Japan. And the count 2-2.
Much better hitter from the left side than the right, where he's hitting just 187.
And that's just foul. Wow. I mean, just foul.
Well, the one thing Brent Morel did not expect was a ball down the line, as Nishioka, not known as a pull hitter from either side of the plate.
Was way on top in the count. It is now full. And the first Minnesota base run to the 9th place hitter. So that'll bring up the leadoff man, Ben Revere. Bounce down to Beckham.
You always have to watch a bunt with Revere. And he can either push it or drag it with him. The fact that Mark Burley is a great fielder, really going to help him in this situation.
So the count 2-0. All of a sudden, home plate jumping around on Mark. Check that. 2-1. Watch out. Head back through the middle. So you can cancel a post-game show. First hit after the first base run.
Revere getting his opportunity to play because Denard Span has been hurt a great deal this year. Span, one of their homegrown stars, gives way to Revere, who was a #1 draft pick and also probably a star in the making, because that guy can fly.
Tigers have scored a 7-4 game, doubled by Miguel Cabrera. Plouffe, and that's going to be out of play. Bottom of the 6th in Cleveland. Oakland has not scored, nor have the Indians.
Indians are really banged up.
Yep. Sizemore to Hafner now. And the count 2-1 as Asdrubal Cabrera can only do so much.
The rest of that left-handed lineup, which was so powerful against right-hand pitching, is kind of dissolved for them. Kipnis is hurt also. When he came on, was doing a great job.
Two on, two out, 2 balls, 2 strikes here in the top of the 3rd inning if you're just joining us. And a full count with the man that you don't want to see at the plate, bases loaded, Mike Kadire.
And the disadvantage now is with Revere going. Anything close to the alleys, he's going to score from first.
And a little soft fly ball in the center field. Caught by Rios, and that'll retire the side. So they have a 2-out threat, can't score, and we lead it 1-0.
Named an All-Star and Rookie of the Year in the same season. You ponder that. We'll get back in a little bit with the answer. And it's going to surprise you. As it's going to surprise me.
Bottom of the third inning, 1-0 Sox. Gordon Beckham had the best day at the plate yesterday he's had all season. That was a quietus his hands have been all year long. And here's what he did on his double. Watch his hands. See, they don't flip like they have been all year. The head of the bat does not go over towards the first base dugout. And he's been doing that's why he's been fouling some real good pitches to hit right over the first base dugout.
He just took 2 fastballs that were very hittable. And a third one.
And watch it one more time. That was nice. He had 4 good at bats yesterday. But that was too quick.
He didn't fool him. He just said, here's the fastball, and I'm going to throw it in the strike zone.
One struck out his first trip, called out, which is very unusual for him. And that's out number 2. Slowy like Burley, getting it and throwing it. So here's Alexei. He had a bullet. I mean, a skull. Screaming Mimi off the wall for a double.
Her against Slowy, pretty impressive for Alexei.
That's foul back off the end of the bat.
That's one of the few sliders that he's thrown. It's been now about 90% fastballs with just the occasional slider and no straight change.
There's a chopper to hopper, Nishioka. And that was a quick 1-2-3 inning for Kevin Slowey. We're into the fourth, leading 1-0.
By the fourth meal from Taco Bell. Open 1 a.m. or later.
And first pitch, a chopper to hopper. Is short by Kadire. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the fourth inning. And while we have a moment, we'd like to send out our deepest condolences and heartfelt wishes to the Stangarone family for the passing of Laura Stangarone, devoted fan and member of the White Sox family. Our thoughts and prayers go out to them this evening. KUBEL went out softly to Juan Pierre in left field. Takes strike one. Breaking ball.
Good slow curveball by Mark.
Oh boy, there's a Doc Edwards shot right there.
That was hit so softly it almost didn't make it back to Mark.
You could have caught that ball with a pair of tweezers.
He shattered the bat. See, Tyler Flowers wants it up and in. Mark gets it right there. And KUBEL can hardly get out of the batter's box.
Jason, go back, take those gloves off, and check those thumbnails. So here's Valencia. He got it out to Alexei. Starts him off with a changeup strike. 1-2-0 for us. 0-1-0 for them. Another broken bat. And a bad throw.
Probably going to be a hit in air, I would think, but we'll have to check it out. Well, it is single E5. Because he threw from the side, Paulie didn't want to reach into the path of Valencia, and you can't blame him. He's just back for the first time. Normally he'd make a play similar to this, but you got to reach right into the runner and you risk a broken wrist, and we can ill afford to lose him, so let the guy go to second base.
First pitch strike. Luke Hughes, who grounded out to Morel, so Brent picks up his 10th error of the season. Well, most of the time the first baseman knows when to and when not to.
Yeah, that was a when not to.
When not to, for sure.
Luke Hughes had his first career 2-homer game and 5 runs batted in yesterday against the Tigers as they shellacked Detroit.
And that will do it. Can of corn into center field. We have completed 3.5 and lead it 1-0.
In Sox history named an All-Star and Rookie of the Year in the same season? And the answer, Tommy Agee back in 1966 and Ron Kittle in 1983.
Kitty had 35 homers and drove in 100 runs. Big man from Gary. One of the strongest guys to ever play this game.
That'll get you Rookie of the Year.
And I'll tell you something else. He started off a little shaky out there in left field, but he finished up pretty strong. So it's KONERKO to lead it off here in the bottom of the 4th. A little spinner for a strike. Crawley grounded out to Nishioka. Rios on deck and VICIEDO in the hole.
Here's our AT&T UVerse multi-view. You're going to look behind slowly at Valencia at third and look up the third base line in case Paulie pulls it.
Valencia and Kansas City leading the Tigers 9-4. Game in the top of the 6th. Still hitting. 2 on, 2 out. So here's Rios. Hit a little soft fly ball in the left field his first trip. Takes it right there. One and one to count. Bit of a gap out there in left center. That ball hit into right. REPKO's got it. 2 down. So that'll bring up DAYAN VICIEDO. Oh for 1 out, 1-3. He jammed him last time up, goes in there again. Usually that's what pitchers, major league pitchers, try to do to young, strong rookies when they first come up. with a fastball. He tried to throw it middle in. There's a strike and the count 2-1. And 3-1.
If they don't get it in far enough, he's going to lose it for them.
The tank. And that's ball 4. He's got that nice presence at the plate. Remember we talked about Justin Upton?
Very, very similar.
Watching the ball all the way, watching the ball, not rushing. Doesn't give you the appearance that there's any urgency up there. So here's Alejandro. He doubled off the glove of TREVOR PLOUFFE, who misplayed the ball. And there's a base hit. So DAYAN, he can move it a little bit, especially for a big man. He'll just go on into third. And Diaz 2 for 2. Both hit well.
You keep throwing enough fastballs through a major league lineup, unless it's something special, you're probably going to start getting hit. Now he took a little something off this, but Diaz wasn't out in front of it at all, and he drilled it right by Kadire. Viciedo's got fairly decent speed for a big man. He cuts the bases nicely.
Yes, he does. He can move it. So here's Tyler. Takes first pitch strike. He had to sacrifice fly, knocking in Diaz after he had doubled and stole third. Outfield straight up for Flowers. That's in the dirt. Rivera keeps it in front of him. Come on, Tyler. Get yourself a knock right here, buddy. Bites that one off. And a reminder, you can join the Shy Sox mobile group by texting Southpaw to 244-769 for a chance to win a Southpaw appearance for your birthday party, wedding, or winter holiday party. Southpaw is available 365 days a year for your special event. So text Southpaw to 244-769 to enter.
To me that time, like Alejandro was just about ready to take off.
Yeah, 22 stolen bases to Charlotte, and he was called up, has 5 out of 7 up here.
Looks like whoever's calling the throwovers feels the same way about Diaz. He's extended that lead at first.
Good take. 2-2. First of 3. A brief 3-game set, a brief 3-game homestand. Tomorrow, Zach Stewart against Anthony Swarzak. And that game right here on Comcast Sportsnet if you can't make it to the ballpark. Here he goes. And that'll do it. We had a little 2-out threat, couldn't score, and it's still 1-0 Sox. And if you are the 500th texter, you could win $5 footlong subs from Subway. Ball hit hard but foul by REPKO. Jason 0 for 1, lined out hard to right field. Very hard. Low line drive, but Piazza stayed with it. Made a nice catch. One and one to count to the 30-year-old outfielder. And that ball hit well into left center field. Alex is back there, right in front of the big hurt, and Carlton Fisk.
REPKO's hit the ball very hard twice, and he's got 0 for 2 to show for it.
What was that I just saw? 75 million?
75 million. Now we're getting to the point where it's getting interesting.
Well, now that you're going to get the miles out of that wallet of yours.
Looks like it's a $2 day. When I get to triple digits, that's when it gets serious.
One and one to count to Rivera. And that's high pop up. So 2 out. So that'll bring up TSUYOSHI. Nishioka. He was the first Minnesota base runner with 2 out in the 3rd inning. He drew a walk. Starts him off with a changeup. Cleveland leading Oakland 2-0. That game now in the top of the 8th inning at Progressive Field.
Been hitting the ball in the air a lot against Mark tonight. Something they don't usually do, especially the right-handers. Nishioka no sooner got to the big leagues than Nick Swisher tore up his knee, breaking up a double play on the play at second base.
And there's another base hit. Not hit that hard, but just enough to get it through. So with 2 out, Nishioka is 2 for 6 in stolen bases aboard. Here's Ben Revere, who's 1 for 2. Picked up the first Minnesota hit with that single back in the 3rd.
All that 2 for 6 can get you against Mark Burley is picked off. And that was pretty close. And he wasn't even thinking about stealing.
Breaking ball strike. Now feel very short for Revere. And the count 1-1. They mentioned Zach Stewart against Anthony Swarzak tomorrow night. But on Wednesday afternoon, it'll be Jake Peavy. Just continues to get stronger and stronger against Scott Diamond. And it'll return to the side. We're halfway home, leading 1-0. Hi there, Chuck. Thank you very much, buddy. As Brent Morel, first pitch here in the bottom of the fifth, taken for a strike. Brent grounded out 3-1. It's a 1-0 Sox lead. 1-3-1 for us, 0-3-0 for them. Cues that one foul, and the count very quickly, 0-2. So with Kansas City leading Detroit 9-4, top of the seventh inning at KONERKO Park, it might behoove us to get a few more runs. And that's going foul.
Getting a good look at Brent Morel.
And that went into the LG Skyline Club seats. After this brief three-game homestand, we'll head on out to Detroit for 3 and Minnesota for 4. Jammed him. One out. That's going to be a tough. That Saturday game, because you did not hear. I should say the Sunday game. It was an afternoon game. It was picked up by ESPN. It's going to be played Sunday night. And we're going to play the Sunday night game. Then we leave Detroit, fly to Minnesota, and we got a day-night doubleheader. 1 at 1 and 1 at 7. Gordon fouls that one back. Nice catch. Barehanded by one of the fans. There he is. Yeah, I used to play. Oh boy, I tell you, Sloy just in and out, in and out, in and out. 2 down. Jammed him.
Our guys haven't seen him in a long time. So he's making the most out of those fastballs. And that young lady was a little bit afraid as the ball came back. Dad's trying to assure her that everything is okay. He'll protect her.
First pitch strike. Well, it's not the real hard throwers that jam guys, because they're looking for it. Guys who. Jamie Moyers. Not to say that Sloy in that fastball category, but he's 88, 89.
Yeah, he's been that's where he's been. He's hit 90 once.
But it's the guys like that that can really break some bats. We had a little left-hander. I don't remember a couple of left-handers that threw about that 88, 89, and just absolutely jammed guys. That was Jim Parquet and Sid Fernandez. As that was a quick 1-2-3 inning. We're into the 6th. It is still a 1-0 Sox lead. Flyaway Friday, each Friday home game, one lucky fan will have the chance to win 2 free round-trip tickets to anywhere in the continental United States at United Airlines flies. United proud to fly the Chicago White Sox.
There's a couple of the scouts. Lex Squires. Personal aide to Walt Jocketty of the Cincinnati Reds. Not too happy with this particular season for the Reds.
TREVOR PLOUFFE. Then the count 2-1. And there's a bullet. So the leadoff man aboard here in the 6th inning.
That time Mark got a changeup up and out over the plate. And Plouffe hit the daylights out of it.
So here's Kadire. He's going out the center and hit a chopper 2 hopper to Alexei at short. Takes ball 1.
Kadire's grounded into 16 double plays this year, far and away the leader on this team.
Chops that one foul, and Oakland hitting in the top of the 8th has scored a run. They now trail Cleveland 2-1. Man on third and 2 outs. And that's low. 2 balls and a strike to the 32-year-old all-purpose player.
I was trying to keep the ball down to induce Kadire to hit that ground ball.
The ball's hit hard and just foul. So the count evens at 2. And a reminder, you can celebrate Paul Konerko's 2000 career hit with $20 lower reserve tickets tomorrow and Wednesday, August 30th and August 31st. First 15,000 fans that enter the ballpark will also receive a commemorative PK 2K print in honor of Paul's milestone. Oh, he just ate him up right there. Make a good throw. You're only going to get 1. That's all right on the transfer. So that's out number 2.
Mark Buehrle making sure of 1 before he thought it 2. Makes a good solid throw. And on the transfer, and that's what it was, Jim Welke says indeed he did catch it. On the transfer, he dropped it, but it's okay. You got the lead man.
And you were going to get him at first. So here's KUBEL. KUBEL has gone out to left and got sawed off, jammed, and hit just a little bit looper. Back to Buehrle. High pop up left side. Brent's got it. Out number 2. So 2 down to the third baseman, Danny Valencia. And checking some other scores for you. Yankees leading Baltimore 3-2, bottom of the 8th at Oriole Park. After 6 up in Canada, 7-3 Toronto over Tampa Bay. Phillies leading Cincinnati 3-1, bottom of the 8th at the Great American Park. Pittsburgh 3, Houston 1, top of the 5th. Down in Texas. Mets beat the Marlins 2-1 at City Park. That was the first of a doubleheader. 1-1 to count. And that's foul.
Valencia looking to see if he cracked his bat as he cut it off the end. He stands off the plate, inviting you to throw that ball out away.
He gone, and that'll do it. He pitches over the leadoff single. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth. It is still 1-0 Burley. Mobile alerts. Text CSN Sox to 29653 for breaking White Sox news, scores, insider reports, and more. Text CSN Chicago to 29653. All right, boys. Time to get some points. Alexei, he's 1 for 2. A double off the left field wall. And that ball hit towards the end of the bat into center field. 1 pitch, 1 out. So that'll bring up KONERKO. Pauly 0 for 2. Soft grounder to short and a hard grounder to third.
This is the best that Slowey has looked since last year. And he went 13-6, but his ERA 4.45 in 28 starts. Always gives up more hits than innings pitched.
Well, if you look at the span tonight, it's been great. It's been from the inside in, outside out.
Oh yeah, he's not throwing too many down the middle.
No.
There's the career marks. Oh, he thought that one was a little low, but put the lower part of the strike zone.
0-2 the count. Look at this. Is that pretty hard to watch? The only way you could do that is to have almost total control of your lower half.
As a pitcher, this one really aggravates him. You make a perfect pitch. I mean, you're 0-2. You can't make a better pitch. And the guy just reaches out and flicks it. And your second baseman can't get close to it.
So here's Rios. He has gone out softly to left and to right. Nice pick there by Rivera. And a reminder, Camarena, Tequila, and the Sox are teaming up. One lucky fan and a guest will be chosen to escape the Chicago winter with an all-expense-paid trip to Glendale, Arizona to take the field at the White Sox Fantasy Camp. That'll be January 16th through the 23rd of 2012. And that is a lot of fun. Two and one. That's low. First and 30. Alex. Viciedo on deck. No, this will be 2. And rocking up. We're into the 7th, leading 1-0. Game live. Watch highlights and get analysis from our Chuck and Bill. Plus, go live to Ozzy's post-game remarks. Don't miss Galaxy White Sox post-game live immediately following the game on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend. It's a 1-0 Sox lead going to the top of the 7th inning. 1-4-1 for us, 0-4-0 for them.
Mark Buehrle has had to be very tough because his mound opponent, Kevin Slowey, is pitching the game of his year. But he's losing 1-0.
So here's Luke Hughes, 0-2. He has gone out to third, and he has gone out to center, and he just tried to tie this game up. Slices that one. That's going to be a souvenir. Now it is. One and 2 the count. Oh, nice catch. Luke out of Perth, Australia. Hit 18 home runs in 08. New Britain in Rochester. He's got a little pop. And that pitch, I guess, a little bit low.
Well, I'm not sure how he took that. That one had a good portion of the plate.
Better pitch than the one he called on Konerko.
He got very lucky.
He gone.
Good backdoor breaking ball. He's asking Jim Reynolds if it was a strike. Probably said, yeah, after you swung at it. Mark does that very well. Looking for a fastball, don't get it, get a little cutter over the outside part of the plate, and go down on strike.
So here's REPKO. He's been in play twice and hit it right on the money twice. Once a low line drive that Diaz caught. Next, taking Rios back up against the deep left center field wall.
Diamond loosening in the pen.
Curveball? Yes.
He's supposed to go in the third game of the series. They're just getting a workout.
Another one. And you can visit the official online shop of the White Sox. Browse the largest selection of the official gear, including the latest apparel, nostalgic memorabilia, and authentic classics for the whole family. He gone. 4 strikeouts for Burley. So get your gear from the official source. Shop at WhiteSox.com.
Both pitchers throwing the ball very well. The big difference, a double, a stolen base, and a sacrifice fly.
The double being a result of a misplayed fly ball. First pitch strike to Rivera, who twice has gone out to Alex. And the count 0-2. Backdoor. Outfield bunched a little bit. Not equidistant.
Mark with 100 pitches, not a whole lot of them made under duress.
A lot of his pitches are just like playful pitches. Nice play right there. That ball, a tough hop for him. Meanwhile, 7th inning stretch. It is 1-0 White Sox. And first pitch, DAYAN VICIEDO leading off here in the bottom of the 7th is taken for a strike. DAYAN has bounced back to slowly, and he has walked. Piazza on deck. They're going to bust him in there again. And the count evens at 1. Busted him in again. Boy, I tell you what, that's the way you got to pitch young guys.
Well, that was the get off me ball swing, because that one almost hit him.
The last thing, the worst feeling a hitter can have going to the plate is when he's got to worry about something in. All of a sudden, that plate goes from 17 to about 26 inches. Back in there again. Ball hit hard by him. He didn't have a chance.
Now, the only problem is if you go or try to go in there and don't get it there, DAYAN can hit it hard enough where your infielders can react. Now, he tried to get this one in. You see where REVERE sets up? Only this ball is right down the middle.
He's lucky that ball stayed in the yard.
Boy, does he hit it hard.
There's not anybody in this league hits the ball harder than VICIEDO. So here's Piazza. He is 2 for 2, a double, a stolen base, and a run scored on a sacrifice fly and a hard single. Takes that pitch low and away.
Little insurance would look awfully good for Mark Burley, who's been toiling away with a 1-run lead since the top of the 3rd inning.
Bit of a gap out there in right center if Alejandro can find it.
Bullpen up and going for the Twins.
Just a decent lead for VICIEDO, the tank. 1-1 to count. And a reminder, you can celebrate Paul Konerko's 2000 career hit with $20 lower reserve tickets tomorrow and Wednesday. Now, the first 15,000 fans that enter the ballpark will also receive a commemorative PK2K print in honor of Paul's milestone. Visit whitesox.com/PK2K to order. Only the 13th player in White Sox history to get their 2000th hit in the Sox uniform. And there's the punt.
Took Hughes a long time to get over there. At first, he kind of froze on the ball. Then he hustled it over. And it goes as a 1-4 sacrifice.
Yeah, for a second, I didn't know if he was going to get there.
Had a long run, but got there in time.
So here's Tyler, 0 for 1 with that sacrifice fly. That ball hit hard, stretch, stretch, stretch. It's off the fence. So here comes VICIEDO. Tyler Flowers double makes it a 2-0 Sox lead. Yes.
Tyler's got both runs batted in. He's got 9 this year. And as fast as REVERE is, and he's very fast, he couldn't get to this high fastball. Flowers crushes it. Stays in the park. But another run.
Don't stop now, boys. Pick him up, Brent. Oh, you got a cookie right there and didn't do anything with it. So 2 down. So the young blood, Viciedo and Flowers, teaming up for the run here in the 7th. And here's Gordon. Gordon 0 for 2. Takes ball 1. And he's got the catbird seat.
Jesse Crane loosening in the pen.
Chases one upstairs. So 2-1. Oh, sorry, Gordon. Still got 2 of them left, buddy.
Now it's Matt Capps loosening in the pen.
And one Pierre who is only 11 hits away from 2,000 on deck. And the count 3-1. Another pitch upstairs for the full count. Ball 4 base hit, Gordon. Two 6-1 for our guys. 0-4-0 for their guys. And that's outside, ball 4, and here comes 1. That's the first walk issued by Slowey.
Rick Anderson coming out, the pitching coach, to have a word with Slowey.
And the Tigers, as we speak, hitting in the bottom of the 8th, trailing Kansas City 9-5. Cleveland has defeated Oakland 2-1. Huff over Brandon McCarthy. Chris Perez picked up his 30th save. The Indians, who have really had some injuries. Maniac is doing everything he can over there, and he's done the job. Keeping those guys in this thing.
Right now they're doing it offensively with smoke and mirrors, but they still have some pitchers who can shut you down.
Come on, Juan. Make it 10. Close to 2,000. Nope. Can of corn. But the double by Tyler Flowers knocks in Viciedo. We'll go to the 8th leading 2-0. All right, Artuck, thanks a lot, buddy. As first pitch, ball 1 to Nishioka, who has walked and singled. Outfield around to the right. And there's a strike to even the count at 1. 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for our Sox. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for their Twins.
Jesse Crain is still loosening up just in case.
Pitch number 104. And it's low.
I don't think Ozzy's going to let Mark Burley get in too many problems this inning. He'll go get Jesse Crain.
Well, he won't let him lose it. And there is the dreaded leadoff walk. He's walked 2, both of them to the 9th place hitter.
Here's our United Airlines leaders of the game, and it is Ben Revere. It's 25 stolen bases, the second most by any Twins rookie. It was Rivas at 31 in 2001. And Revere is not done yet.
He is 1 for 3. Twice he has grounded out to Beckham. And there's a bunt. So the sacrifice, 1-3. And there is one of the newest members of baseball's Hall of Fame, the Dutchman, Bert Blyleven. And boy, I'll tell you, it took a long time, but he certainly deserves to be there with all the numbers that he put up. 60 shutouts, 5th all time in strikeouts.
That's all he had was 3,701 strikeouts.
He's something. They're one of the great guys in the game. So here's Plouffe. There's a little looper, and that's out number 2. Well, everybody always talks about Bert Blyleven's curveball, that's the reason they talk about it. Here comes Ozzy. It was one of the best in the game. The people don't understand how hard he threw. So you've got Kadire coming to the plate, and another job well done by our guy Mark Burley. He'll depart to a big ovation. We needed a big effort from him tonight. We got it. Now we got to hold it, and we'll be back.
Crain, who's 8-3, the ERA of fine 2.30, on for the 57th time. Very impressive numbers. 58 strikeouts and 58 2/3 innings. And just in case, the bullpen is still going. And it's Chris Sale in case this one gets by Kadir and goes on to KUBEL.
So Kadir 0 for 3 tonight. Ike has gone out to center, grounded to short, and gone out 1 to 4. That's low and away. The Kansas City Tiger game in the top of the 9th. 9-5 Royals. So if they lose and we can hold on here, it'll only be 4 back in the loss column. There's a strike in the count, 2-1. Fouled it straight back and a count 2-2. Kadir. Burley looks on. Kadir looking for it, got it, and just underneath it. Now feel around to the right, big gap in left center. He gone. Jesse Crane comes on and punches him out. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th with this 2-0 lead.
Twins, then the off day on Thursday, and then it's on to Detroit for a huge 3-game series before we go to Minnesota for a split doubleheader on the 5th, a 4-game series with the Twins, so we'll be seeing a lot of them. And then it's right back here to face the Tribe in a 4-game series. That's our Feldco upcoming schedule.
And the pitching matchups in that Tiger series on Friday, it'll be Johnny Danks against Justin Verlander. On Saturday, Gavin Floyd against Brad Penny. And on Sunday, Mark Burley against Max Scherzer.
And Matt Capps comes in at 4-6. The ERA just over 4.25. And he was a closer on this team until Joe Nathan came back and reclaimed that position. Joe's still not 100%, but he is closing.
ALEXEI, KONERKO, and RIOS, with VICIEDO, the 4th hitter. First pitch strike. from the veteran right-hander. And there's a base hit. Good way to start. Alexei now 2 for 4. And here's Paulie. He's 1 for 3.
Sergio Santos loosening up in the pen to come on in and nail it down, barring getting a couple of runs here.
As much as I love to see Sergio pitch, I could wait till tomorrow night.
Sure, long ball here and get a 4-run lead.
Yep. And Paulie's got the catbird seat. Gap out there in left center. Oh, he just missed it. He just missed it. Dadgummit. And Alexei's going to give it a shot. Safe. I love it. I yub it.
A deep enough fly ball. Revere doesn't have a great arm, and Alexei tags up and then use a most unusual slide to get in at second base. There's the tag. He sees it's going to be close and grabs the front of the bag.
He could have got there a lot sooner.
Easy by just sliding into the bag.
So here's Alex.
Yeah, he's about 6'2", so maybe 6'2" sooner.
Alex 0 for 3. Takes it low and away. VICIEDO on deck. The tank. Out and around that. And 2 out. The tank is 1 for 2. Grounded back to Sloy, then he walked. Then he started off that 7th inning with a rocket base hit. Valencia didn't even have a chance hardly to. When he did react, the ball was way by him. Rivera going to sit up inside. Fastball down low. He got some club head speed or what? Wow.
He doesn't leave anything to the imagination about what his intent is.
No, he does not. 21 to count. Little chopper. A little chopper. Everybody's going to be safe. Here comes ALEXEI. He's going to score. It's a 3-0 Sox lead. Oh, some great base running by ALEXEI Ramirez. Tagging and now scoring.
Well, ALEXEI realizes he came around third that when Valencia missed it, Nishioka didn't go after the baseball. And it was just laying there in the middle of the infield and nobody was close. Watch it again. Valencia comes across. He misses it. Nishioka just stands there. Nobody goes and gets the baseball. And a great heads-up base running play by ALEXEI.
All right. So a 3-0 lead as Caps departs. And we'll be back.
And the Cuban connection of Ramirez and Viciedo just produced one of the shortest RBI singles where a man scores from second base that we've seen in a long time.
And Kansas City has defeated Detroit 9-5. The Sox a chance to get within 4 in the loss column of the Tigers. So here's Diaz. He is 2 for 2, a double, a run scored, and a stolen base. The stolen base was huge because he scored on a sacrifice fly. A single, it was a bullet single, and then a sacrifice bunt last inning. So if you're scoring along with us, Viciedo gets an infield single and an RBI on the base running by ALEXEI Ramirez. Viciedo has played 2 games. He has a homer and 4 RBIs. 2 runs scored. There he goes. Safe.
Well, the ball beat him by plenty, but you really have to tag him in this league. And Nishioka got the ball, but he didn't tag him. Good call by Tim Welke. Rivera makes a great throw. This throw is right there. But he never tagged him.
The old phantom tag.
He had the glove there and then decided to lift it up and olay it.
Tim stayed right with it. In my time zone, ball beat runner, runner out. Not today.
Nope.
And that ball beat runner, runner out philosophy was not all bad. A lot of times on close plays it kept the second baseman and shortstop from getting cut. Pick him up. Alejandro. 2-2 the count. One thing about Diaz, he does not give on southpaws.
No, he's shown some very good at bats the few times he's been able to face the left-handers. In fact, one of his doubles this year have come against the left-hander.
Got him. But the Sox pick up one. We'll go to the ninth leading 3-0. Tonight at midnight, a complete recap from this game, plus sights and sounds from Mike Ditka's Celebrity Golf Classics. So join Luke Stuckmeyer for Sportsnet Central tonight at midnight only on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
Brent Lillibridge comes in the game at first base. And Sergio Santos comes in the game to nail it down. Looking for save number 27. This is 31st opportunity. PRA a terrific 273. And he's got a 3-run lead to preserve Mark Burley's 11th win and to get one game closer to the Tigers.
Jason KUBEL will lead it off. KUBEL is 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch strike, at 96. And a reminder, Hooters is the official road game restaurant of the White Sox. So come in any Chicagoland Hooters location when the Sox are on the road to catch the games on their flat screen HD TVs and enjoy great Miller beer features. And the count 0-2. Pretty good pitch. Just outside. If you're just tuning in, Cleveland beat Oakland 2-1. Kansas City defeated the Tigers 9-5. Hochevar over Scherzer. Lakewood is first save. That change up outside to even the count at 2. Valencia on deck. And tomorrow, make your plans to be with us. Zach Stewart against Anthony Schwarzak. If you can't make it, that game will be right here on Comcast Sportsnet. And on Wednesday afternoon, Jake Peavy against Scott Diamond. And that game will be over WGN. Lillibridge. And a big out. First man down.
Twins have been limited to 4 singles tonight. Mark Buehrle went 7 2/3. Gave up the 4 hits. Didn't give up any runs. Jesse Crane came on. Got a big strikeout for him.
Well, the Twins only had 2 guys on in 1 inning 1 time. That was back in the 3rd. With 2 out, a walk and a single. Valencia takes ball 1. Mark has really been pitching well. What new? Sox trying to make it their 4th in a row over Minnesota and 5 out of the last 6 games. We started off this year, the first 6 games, we were 0-6 against the Twins.
Mark Buehrle, for the better part of the last 4 months, has been arguably as tough as just about any pitcher in the league.
Has fouled back.
If you go ERA wise, not many pitchers better than him over the last 4 months, starting the beginning of May.
Well, Mark always has fun on the mound.
That he does.
He always has fun out there, and he can go out there sometimes, and when he doesn't have his good stuff for him or his good control, he'll still have fun. He doesn't get the tight behind. He gone. 2 down. Some guys go out there, if they don't have their good stuff and their good control, you couldn't pull a greased tee out of there behind with a pair of pliers.
That's how you get over 40, over 500. That's a terrific slider by Santos, and no chance at all for Valencia. So 1 more out, and it'll be 5 back, 4 back in the loss column in second place.
Yeah, we win this one. Mark will be 43 over 500. Here's Luke Hughes. 24,120 on the feet. And he takes first pitch strike. That's into center field. That ball is caught. This ball game will be over. So the Sox come in here. And Mark Buehrle shuts out the Twins on just 4 singles. Picks up his 11th victory, his 159th of his career, and his 27th over Minnesota in his career. As we win it 3-0, and yet again, 2 games in a row, the young blood has really helped.
Well, they come out here tonight, and Viciedo on base 3 times with a couple of hits. Diaza, a couple of hits. That's what the Central looks like up to date. 4 back in the loss column, 5 back overall. Tyler Flowers with a sacrifice fly and another RBI double to stretch things out to 7th. So the youngsters did indeed have a big hand in this one.
Nothing better than an infusion of young blood when things aren't going well, and that's exactly what we have picked up. So let's check out right now GMC player of the game. It is our 33-year-old southpaw Mark Buehrle. Now 159, 116, in his career. Our GMC player of the game. And right now we are waiting on our post-game guest. So stay right with us. Chris Bowden down there waiting for Tyler Flowers. And if they set, and let's go down to Chris Bowden.
Hi, everyone. Chris Bowden outside the White Sox dugout following this 3-0 victory over Minnesota tonight. Tyler Flowers drove in 2 of the runs. What's your level of confidence and satisfaction being able to come through in such important games like this?
Well, it's nice to get that hit in that big situation, give us another run, and then we tacked on one more and, turn it over to the pen, who's done a great job all year. Sergio and Jesse, got the job done, closed it out.
Guys just up from Charlotte, continuing giving this team a shot in the arm. What does that do for you guys, knowing that this is crunch time here and you guys are able to give this team a nice little bonus down the stretch here?
It's good to see Viciedo up here doing well, and that's just compliments to our organization, doing a good job preparing us. And we've had success thus far, and we're looking forward to the rest of the season continuing that.
Some of us reporters were asking you before the game what it's like to catch Mark Buehrle. He has now gone 30 2/3 innings against Minnesota this year and allowed just 1 earned run. What's that like for you as a catcher working with him?
It's a lot of fun, and he never shakes me off. So I'm in total control, and days like today, I love it. He did a great job throwing in the strike zone all day, and real aggressive, and our defense played well behind him.
You have to be obviously pretty focused on the game while it's going on, but I imagine you glance up at the scoreboard. Detroit loses tonight to Kansas City 9-5. You guys are now within 5 games of them. Do you keep an eye on that during the course of the game while you're in the dugout at least?
I honestly didn't know until you just said it. But, that's good news, but we got a lot of games left. We got to win a lot on our end and, see what happens at the end of the year.
Tyler, thanks for doing this.
No problem. Thank you.
That's Tyler Flowers. 2 RBIs tonight in the 3-0 victory over Minnesota.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Final score, Sox winning 3-0. 30 games left, and we got 6 more with the Tigers. So, for my partner, Steve Stone, our director, Jim Angio, our producer, Mike Leary, our associate producer, Dave Ross, our technical manager, Mark Harper, the job he does. The executive producer, Jim Corno Jr. Also for the mayor, Mean Joe Gruden up here in the booth. Mike Mayer, Frank Romano, Frank Leone. This is the Hawk. So long, everybody.